The river is narrow here, shallow enough to cross on foot. Jacob has sent everyone ahead, his wives, his children, his servants, his flocks. Every living thing he loves is on the other side of the Jabbok, and he is alone on this bank for the first time in 20 years. Tomorrow he will meet his brother. The last time he saw Esau's face, Esau wanted to kill him. That was 2 decades ago. Jacob was younger then, and faster, and he ran. He has been running ever since, from Esau, from Laban, from the weight of who he was born to be. The Hebrew name, Yaakov, means heel grabber, supplanter, deceiver. He came out of the womb clutching his twin brother's heel, trying to be first, trying to take what was not his. And he never really stopped. Tonight, the running ends. Because something is waiting for him in the dark. We are not told who it is at first. The text says only Ish, a man, a stranger. And this stranger grabs Jacob, and the two of them go down together into the dirt of the riverbank, and they wrestle all night. Here's what most people miss. Jacob does not lose. He holds on. Through the dark hours, through exhaustion, through whatever this thing is that has come to him at the edge of everything, Jacob holds on. And when the stranger sees that he cannot overpower him, he reaches out and dislocates Jacob's hip with a single touch. The Hebrew word is yarech, the socket, the deepest joint. One moment, one touch. And Jacob's leg is ruined, and Jacob still does not let go. The stranger says, "Let me go, the dawn is breaking." And Jacob says something that should not be possible from a man with a shattered hip in the dirt at 4 a.m. He says, "I will not let you go unless you bless me. Stay with me." Because this is the moment. For 40 years, Jacob grabbed and seized and stole blessings that were not meant for him. His father's blessing, his brother's birthright. He spent his whole life clutching. And now, broken and bleeding in the dark, he is clutching again. But this time, he is clutching the right thing. For the first time in his life, Jacob is holding on to God and refusing to release him. And God does not pull away. The stranger asks, "What is your name?" It is not a question. God knows his name. This is a confession booth. This is Jacob being asked to say out loud, one final time, what he has always been. Heel grabber, deceiver. "Jacob," he says. And the stranger says, "Your name will no longer be Jacob. It will be Israel, because you have striven with God and with men, and you have prevailed. Yisrael, he who wrestles with God, not he who won, not he who was strong, he who refused to stop holding on." The sun rises over Peniel, which means, in Hebrew, face of God. Jacob limps forward into the light. Josephus, writing centuries later in his Antiquities, called this night the turning point of Jacob's entire life. Not the ladder he dreamed of as a young man, not the 14 years he worked for Rachel. This night, this wound, this new name. He walks with a limp for the rest of his life. Both things are true at the same time. He won, and he is marked forever. Here's what I want you to hold on to. The wound and the blessing are not opposites in this story. The wound is the blessing. The limp is the proof that the night was real, that God came down to the riverbank and did not destroy Jacob but remade him. Every step Jacob takes for the rest of his life, his body remembers Peniel. You may be at your own Jabbok tonight, alone, afraid of what is waiting on the other side of morning, holding on to something in the dark and not knowing if it is faith or desperation. Hold on anyway. The dawn is coming. And sometimes the most sacred thing God can do is not take the pain away, but walk with you into it and leave a mark that says, "You were here, and I was here, and we wrestled, and you did not let go."